Yo, what's going on? Welcome to Phuket Walk. Good morning, folks. Good morning, folks. And hello to everyone. I think the audio is working and maybe we're ready to get started. Sawadee. Yo, what's going on? Welcome to Phuket Walk, and this is Phuket Alex. We're currently in the Kathu area, and it's a rainy Friday morning. It's quite early, I believe, 8:20-ish, and we're gonna have an early morning walk in the rain. Right now, though, just small drizzles. Hopefully it stays that way. It's forecasted at 26 degrees Celsius, and it feels that way, I guess, due to the clouds. So let's get this journey started. But hey, hello, Juanita. Thank you for being the first one in. Good to see ya, and also Medano, and hey, hello, Sebastian. And also welcome Vivian Johnson. And we have an early start. So this one is for Vivian, of course, and Peter Bradfield. So good to have everybody here. Hopefully the audio's good and in working order. I double checked a little bit, but it was a quick checkup, so do let me know if there are any hiccups. And we're gonna make a nice cross here. In terms of nice, I mean this is nice and dangerous. You can always expect the car to come on this way, so I'm gonna stay alert and get us across first. Oh my god, I got 4 seconds to do this, and I'm not gonna make it, so I'll wait for next time. And good to see you, Hajat. And yeah, as Vivian Johnson's suggesting, it's cloudy all over. Early morning, 8:23 right now, and you know what? It's quite busy. I think everybody's got somewhere to go, whether you're on your way to work or school or whatever you need to get to. It seems like these early hours are quite lively in Kathu in terms of car traffic anyways, and motorbike traffic. But I think when we start walking, we'll be quite VIP on the walk path. So it should be just me, myself, and I, and of course everybody with me today. I'm feeling alright and feeling good. All pumped up for the walk despite the rain. So don't let the cloudy skies dim your mood, because it hasn't dimmed mine at all. I'm ready to go. As long as these cars allow me, then maybe we can start marching forward. But until then, let's keep it safe. And I think we're good to go on this side anyways, and we gotta wait for the other side. But starting out the walk with quite an adventure just crossing the road here. And you guys can see there's not really a walk path or crosswalk even. Hey Jazz, just in time for the excitement. I'm in the middle of the road, that's what I'm trying to say. But I'll do my best to get us out of this position and start our journey towards Princess Songkla University. And that's what the title says. So we'll be roaming around Kathu, and we'll be arriving at the university for a nice relaxing walk. And thank you, Jazz. I will be careful. And now you guys can imagine why some people say in Phuket especially, you might want a motorbike. Not everything is catered to people crossing, and I know what's going to happen here now. That side is going to turn in and that other side is going to turn over. So one moment as I wait for double turns to clear, and I'm good. Yay! Okay, finally. And if my okay was a bit loud, I'm sorry. A little bit excited to finally cross the road after playing real life Frogger. Let me switch hands here first. Okay, and I'm gonna rely on my mods and all my trusty viewers to let me know how the stream is doing. I won't have the other phone to monitor it. I just want to focus on walking. But I will have the on-screen chat on my app to see what's going on. But welcome everybody, and of course thank you to all my mods as the journey begins for doing all your wonderful work. And today we're gonna need you as well here at Phuket Walk to continue those amazing efforts. And thank you for being with me today, and hope you're gonna enjoy this walk as we're gonna venture towards Princess Songkla University. Have a nice relaxing stroll there, walk around, see what's up, maybe grab a drink like we usually do. And I think I'm gonna even make a way back, so it's gonna be a longer walk, so sit back and relax. We did start quite early, so let's make it a longer one. So for some of you overseas, this can deliver you right into the night in terms of getting some sleep, of course. And for those of you who's probably just waking up right now, you have plenty of time to grab that breakfast, because we have a lot of walking to do. So when it does rain, no worries, I have my trusty umbrella, and then we'll just continue to walk in the rain. Hope everybody's having a good one. I know everyone is anticipating the Canadian National Exhibition opening tomorrow or Friday, depending on where you are. But I mean, if you want a sneak peek, I know someone that can get you one. And I'm talking about Pabala Muzzy, which is Boom Productions. So if you have a chance, go over to Boom's channel and check out his sneak preview and premiere of a video. Well, replay, but premiere in terms of sneak preview anyways. And you guys can get a premiere of the Canadian National Exhibition place, as Boom will take you around in a nice tour and show you what it's all about. And I love the cover he used as well, because I often go to the CNE, and of course you get hungry after having fun for a few hours, so I often go for the super corn dog, and that's the thumbnail you can expect and look for. Good morning, Sawadee Krap. And a nice coffee tea smoothie place. Maybe we'll stop by on the way back. It's quite an early day right now, so I'm sure I'll be in for some smoothie later. And thank you to her for a wonderful hello. I always like friendly hello, so maybe I might just come back for a nice drink. To perhaps give a thank you in return. Let's see how that goes though. But you know what? Since we're here this early, I think it's a good time to check out the flea market. And we often check out all sorts of markets, including night markets, and you even have indoor mall map markets. But today, let's check out an authentic Kathu flea market, and we're going to walk around the outside first, because there's plenty to see out here, and then we'll make our way in. And I did see your comments, and I'm just kind of overwhelmed with a few things the past few days, so I will be answering those shortly. But thank you for your wonderful comments, and I hope you guys enjoy the thumbnails I put up. And it was actually a joy for me to make some of those thumbnails. Of course, me and Modano doing some kung fu there. Oh, and here's some very fresh, woo, steamy. Look at that. So if you want a bite of baos and ooh, dim sum also, okay. And that smells delicious. And some jok as well, which is kanji. And I think that's deep fried banana. So back to what I was saying on the thumbnails. Yeah, I had the pleasure of making that. And then also, of course, including Vivian Johnson on a tuk-tuk with her teddy bear. So I hope you guys kind of enjoy and have fun with that. So give me a second, let me pull out Boom's channel first. And then we'll get a chance to check out the market some more. And I think this is local lottery, which is not really what I'm into, so a quick glimpse will do. Ooh. Barbecue. Fried chicken. Or if you just want some drinks, there's orange juice. I'm just in everybody's way. Okay, let's head on in, and then give me a moment. Let me pull Boom's link first, so everybody can actually check out CNE that I was mentioning earlier. And there's Boom. So you should see Boom's link in the chat as well, for those of you interested to take a sneak preview at the CNE. So let's get going and check out some of the amazing foods here. Ooh. That's pork leg or chicken leg. Some of them also serve chicken with that sauce, but usually it's pork here and pork feet. And here's rice already prepared for the morning goers. Plenty of people here, very lively this flea market in the early mornings. And Vivian says, I do like my banner and I like the hats you gave me and Canada Bear that my daughter made for me. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I have plenty of hats for you and Bear going forward and a lot of new ideas, but I figured this time around maybe you guys can take a ride in the tuk-tuk. Of course, that's the usual or traditional methods of transportation of Thailand over the years, and it's recognized. Here's some beautiful flowers. And I'm just waking up myself. If you guys are wondering why I'm a little bit more quiet than usual, not that I'm that quiet now, but I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Some of you may know, seeing me in the chats during unusual hours, at least for myself. I guess I woke up around 3 a.m. and just hung around. Couldn't fall back asleep. Let me just check what's around the corner here first. Okay, we'll go down some of this section. And check out some of the interesting stuff that you may not find somewhere else in other markets. A lot of herbs, dry fish. Chili peppers, of course. And no shortage of that. Oh my. Really no shortage of chili pepper. And that's for the spicy herbs. And I see some traditional Asian sausages, and this one will be Thai style. And the fragrance is, well, like dry squid actually, because that's a little bit more dominant. And here's some fruits. And there's plenty of banana and fruits on the island. And the value here is really good. 25 baht, 70 baht, 15 baht. Coconuts. We'll take a small spin around here. I'm just roaming around, no dedicated routes or anything. Now let's check out what's on this side. Some local style drinks, and I'm sure they have Thai milk tea here. Pine Sol might like that, so hello Pine Sol on the replay. And yes, I'm still trying to work on a mount for my motorbike in terms of doing those live stream riding and ride-ins that I usually do. So give me some time, but I did do a 4K video of my ride. I just need to get that edited, and then perhaps we can enjoy some motorbike rides again. I kind of missed them, especially doing the premieres or the live streams. It's even for myself, it's a good way to start the journey compared to just walking. I get some time to enjoy the breeze a little bit and all that good stuff, and wake up slowly since we do some early morning streams. So I hope to get a mount sorted out, and then we'll hop back on the bike and be able to scream some Born to Be Wild again. But until then, hello to Intruder Alert Captain on the replay. Hello to Don, and hopefully for now I'll get that video up of the 4K ride, and we can enjoy some of the motorbike riding in a 4K video first. And watermelon, pineapple, you name it. Hey, good to see you, City Emerald. And I saw your comment as well. Give me some time to reply to it. But thank you so much that, might as well reply to it here. I'm glad you are enjoying the live streams and some of my contents. Hey, that's the most important thing to me, that people that are watching and my viewers are having a good time, and I'm able to bring some goodness to your day, you know what I mean? So cheers for the comment, and hey, I hope I can continue to do my services, add a little bit of goodness to to whatever you're facing, and if you're having a good day, then a little bit of extra positiveness to that. But all in all, good to have you here. We're walking in the Kathu area and towards Princess Songkla University today on a gloomy day, but hey, you guys always bring me some luck, as I always say. And today, there ain't any rain pouring on me yet. Not a whole lot anyway, so I'm able to not use my umbrella. But you can see, let me see if I can zoom in for you. There are some mean clouds over there waiting for us to, or waiting for. Here we are, sorry about that. Waiting for me to get my thoughts clear, but also waiting for the rain to pour down, obviously. So let's go. And sorry for scaring everybody, for showing my big head for no reason. Apparently I have big fingers too on the smaller iPhone 16 Pro, which is the phone we're using right now. Wawa, wee wawa. One moment. City Emerald, cheers, bro. Oh, thank you. And the messages, that's what we like about you. Thank you very much. I do what I can. And give me a moment, let me find a beautiful backdrop. I came to this side of the road this time, or else we'll be enjoying some flowers over there. But let me make my way across first, and I assure you, I need to give you a big thank you. And a big thank you once again, because honestly, when I saw your comment, I was very inspired. Despite a rainy day, I said I'm gonna get my butt out here, and I'm glad I did. So I think this backdrop is pretty nice. It does represent Kathu. My oh my, thank you so much, City Emerald. Kokumanaka for the Wawa Wee Wawa support, the $50 USD, and cheers to you, man. And that definitely hit the super chat goal of probably the week or the month even. So thank you so much. Me and Simon definitely need it this month. I was away for a few days because we incurred a few expenses in terms of nothing bad, just some auto repairs and this and that. But the Honda Civic we drive is generally good, so that's all resolved. But all in all, thank you so much for the wonderful support. And as I was saying, I'm so happy that you enjoyed the content, and that's what I intend and like to do. And I did mention, hey, not every day I can be happy. Some days you guys are the ones that's uplifting me and bringing me joy. So thank you so much for doing that today, and as well as the wonderful support. Once again, Kokumana Cup, City Emerald, and I'll be preparing some beautiful banners for you as well. Cheers to ya, and hello to Oregon as well. Kokumana Cup. And the rain is starting to come down. Maybe I should use this now. But as the rain starts to pour, I think our journey has just begun. So let's keep going. And it's a wonderful day. Thank you so much. That's a big boost for me inside. And I hope to put that to good use, continue to improve our content and quality here. And of course, most important of all, get us more walks despite the weather and whatever challenges we face. So our community could get more chances to have a good time. Whether you're a late owl or an early morning person, I'll be setting some schedules and plans to include all of you on these walks. So sit back and relax, and we'll be having more journeys together. And I'll be sure to, of course, get that banner up. I'm just thinking of where. I think I'll go to the classic Princess Songkla President's office. That's where it all started for me when I came here 12 years ago to go to university, and that's why I often go back to Princess Songkla University. There's a few colleges and another university, which is Ratchapat, and I guess we'll make a trip there as well. It's an interesting area, but usually I go back to where I called home, which is where we're heading to now. And not only did I call Princess Songkla home, Princess Songkla also accepted me as one of their students, one of their own. And of course, from there, I eventually got accepted in Thailand as calling it my home for 11 years. So we'll be getting a glimpse of that for some of you who may have already seen it. That's quite alright. There's many of new stories to unfold on our journeys together, but there are times where we're going to visit some old ones. And City Admiral says, the pleasure is mine. You give me $3,000 in relaxation therapy each time. Cheers, I hope I can do that. And like I mentioned, hey, sometimes, man, you guys are actually the ones boosting me. And I actually need it. So we're helping each other. So the pleasure is mine as well. And let's continue this journey together strong. And let's walk together. And I'm speaking to each and every one of you in my community. I love you guys. Every one of you, ladies and gents, in your own way has provided me a lot of joy. Not just on these journeys, but for me inside and life overall. So thank you. And of course I'm talking to all my mods and all my wonderful viewers, subscribers, and members. And you guys know who you are. And whether you're lurking or not, thank you so much for the support. Lurking is absolutely welcome here. No one's going to make an issue of you lurking if that's what you're into. Or if you want to say a hello and then, like Boom often does, and just get back to work. That's also welcome here, because that's what this community is all about. Yeah, sometimes, man, you just need a hello or two. And there are other times where we might need a conversation or a talk. Whether you're into being silent and the quiet type, or you just like expressing yourself a little bit, welcome to Phuket Walk. As our journey continues in the rain towards Princess Songkla University, I'm just gonna wait for the traffic to clear, including this big truck. There's no walk paths all of a sudden, so let me get back into one. There's one now. And there's the pick-go ball place that it took me a few spins to find last time around, but here we are. This is it. No efforts needed this time. And City Admiral asks, you once said about Toronto being old stomping grounds. Did you once live there too, Alex? Yes, I was in Toronto for 25 plus years, so I grew up in Toronto. And I also went to school with Ready Eddie. We went to high school together. And another great YouTuber and walktuber. And speaking of Ready Eddie, he just had a live stream the other day where I was able to join him back in action, and we also got to see Zip as well. So if you guys get a chance, go to Ready Eddie's channel and check out that amazing live stream he did. We had a wonderful time walking through the streets of Toronto. So check that out, and let me get a moment and see if I can pull Eddie's link out, and I'll continue telling you my story. But yeah, me and Ready Eddie both went to high school together, and after living in Toronto for 25 plus years, and I did travel to other places in Canada for school and work. I went to Nova Scotia, Sydney. I had a chance to visit Vancouver a few times, obviously to see Whistler and all that good stuff. And also I was in Alberta to work in the oil sands a little bit, and had a chance to, of course, roam around there. So aside from Toronto, I, one way or another, went east to west. But Toronto will always be home, where I worked as a letter carrier, and that's why maybe you guys could understand why I love probably the outdoor environment more so than indoors. I walked for Canada Post as a letter carrier for a good 7-8 years. Well, I also was a driver for them as well, a professional driver for the step van. Sorry about that. And can't complain. I guess during my time I had a good time as a letter carrier. But yes, to simply answer your question, I lived in Toronto for 25 plus years, I guess. Made some trouble there and did some good things. But have tons of memories. And that's why connecting with the Toronto community was quite important to me. And I have Johnny Strides to thank for that, and of course other amazing members of the Toronto walking community. So walk tubing community to be precise. One moment, let me see if I can pull Boom's link. And hope you can stay with us a little bit longer, City Emerald, and then we'll get that banner and celebration going. And also the thumbnail, so thank you so much Vivian for enjoying that. And maybe next time I'll think of some other ideas. Oh, sorry, Ready Eddie's link is already pulled, and I already pulled Boom's earlier, so I'm losing my mind. But there's Moments of Muzzy's link. Thank you so much, Medano. I actually saw it, and then it registered, but it didn't. Does that make sense? Thank you so much, bro, Medano, for having my back there, as you always do. And a big thank you as well to Medano. Of course, also welcoming me back to the GTA Toronto community. And he's the first mod to do so, and giving me much confidence. So, if anything, City Emerald, a lot of thanks has to go to Medano as well, initiating the channel together with me. My first live stream, first few successful ones were all with Medano as well, and all the important major ones that I did. And as well as Rome was signed as we started our channel. Of course, all my mods was there helping her out, and that's Medano, Vivian Johnson, Juanita, all you good people. So yeah, all in all, me and Sign's channel can get to where we are thanks to a lot of efforts from the community itself. Definitely not even close to just me. I can never wield this alone, and I often say we arrived here together. There were some individual efforts on our parts, but when you count them together, that's a team effort. And I think that's what team is, yeah? Being able to contribute and do your part, but as well as doing it together in the right direction and right path. And thank you so much, Medano, of course, for getting us, the whole community and the channel, to where we are today. So hitting past, I think we passed 2.5K now. That's to you, Medano. Thank you so much, man. I guess I'll do an official celebration as we slowly climb towards 3K. But we're almost there, and that has a lot to do with everyone, and of course, like I mentioned, Medano's good work since the beginning. And since I pulled Boom's link again, you can check out Moments of Muzzy. As Muzzy needs more videos, yes, but you know, it's always enjoyable to have some wine with Boom, and of course alongside Muzzy. So check out Muzzy and Papa Muzzy all at the same time, because you know, both of them in action is double times the entertainment. And cheers to you, City, as well, for, as he says, for such great help for everybody. Yeah, including yourself. Cheers, man. I'm just glad, like I said, everyone's enjoying the content, and I'm able to come here on a gloomy day, but provide some positiveness and brightness, one way or another. And hey, Don, Intruder Alert Captain, we're just talking behind your back on a live stream. But we're saying that, my apologies, I haven't got a new mount for the live streams yet in terms of the motorbike riding. So today there's no ride-in, just me trekking and walking. But the good news is, because I don't get to ride here, I have to walk back. So there's plenty of walking to go. We're making our way to Princess Songkla University, and I assure you I will get the motorbike riding going again. But until then, I've made a 4K ride video, which I hope to get it all done and edited and probably get it up for you during your morning times. So feel free to enjoy that, everybody, until I figure out something for my live streams on the motorbike. But after all that talking, welcome Don, Intruder Alert Captain. We had a wonderful day. City Admiral hitting the super chat goes for probably many days to come, perhaps weeks. So let's get the Wawa Wee Wawa banner up. And I just want to do it at the university. So I'm gonna pick up my pace and get us there. Pull a nice banner, and then we'll slow things down a bit and chillax, relax at the university. And I think for sure we're gonna grab a drink together, grab a cup of coffee. And whether you guys want to join in the chat as we usually do at the cafe, or just lurk and hear me talk about what I'm not sure what I'm talking about, but I assure you it's sincere. Something like that. Then stay tuned and join us later, because for sure we'll venture our way into a cafe. And cheers, yeah, have a riding video in 4K, and this one I filmed with the Insta360 X4, and I didn't use the 360 mode. Sometimes the 360 riding videos, especially on YouTube, where you can't really upload to 8K, it's not as enjoyable. So what I did was I just used the one-sided camera, and I think it did a good job. So I just have to do some edits to ensure some quality, and I'll have that uploaded soon enough. And I'm very happy of those of you who enjoy my motorbike rides, because I was quite stubborn to include those in the beginning, especially when I had some of those videos up. It didn't do too well, but I was like, I don't really care. I like the motorbike. I'm just gonna keep riding. So thank you for enjoying that stubbornness of mine, and I guess my love for riding the motorbike around. And extra thank you from my Honda Monkey, which indeed is the name of the bike, Vivian. That's a classical name from a very long time ago when the first Monkey came out, and they have continued to use the Honda Monkey, and it's quite famous actually. But you guys probably seen it as I ride that thing around, and that's the ride I have on the 4K videos as well. Maybe also I can get those new tires changed for sign as well. We have some things to fix, including the brakes, and we're thinking, because the tires are kind of wearing out now, so obviously in terms of auto repair and being an ex-mechanic for a little bit, I worked as a apprentice technician. So not a full tech, just an apprentice, but I still know that it's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to maintenance. So we were deciding on to see if we should get some of those tires changed, and perhaps now there's more chances to do so. So I'll go home and talk to sign tonight. But never mind that, we're just going to make our way to Princess Songkla. In the early morning hours. And it's 3 minutes to 9 a.m. So still very early. And I guess that's the way we like it today. Hey, welcome to an early stream, Alicia. Good to have you join us. I hope you had a good week as the weekend is approaching, and an early happy weekend to you as well, as we're gonna make our way on this smallest walk path possible on a rainy day to my previous university. And maybe City Emerald doesn't know yet, when I went to university in Cape Breton, I was a little bit older, a little bit of an adult student, but I was doing quite well in school. So I had an opportunity to perhaps make a transfer program to do some schooling here. And eventually that was set up after some meetings between the universities and so on and so forth. A lot of phone calls, a lot of emails. But that's how I got started and came to Thailand. I was supposed to come for just a few semesters that ended up extending to 1 year program and eventually completing it and staying here. Now, this is the path that I took every day when I first arrived before I learned how to ride on the motorbike. And every day actually, during those times, especially when school was open, someone would ride by and offer me a ride in. Just walking wasn't a thing, I guess. And it was a lot more scary then, meaning these structures were obviously not there. They're fairly new, but also that apartment wasn't there, and all the apartments you see along the side here going forward on the right was non-existent. So it was a lot more jungle feel about 11, 12 years ago. And I have a love for this area because after I met my wife, and I'll show you guys exactly where for those of you who don't know, we'll be walking by it at the university, but I came back here and opened a cafe just about 5-10 minutes walk from this area. I obviously like it here. Let me cross the road. I'm not sure if I'm safer, but let's hope so anyways. So I stayed here in this area for many years, but it's been a long time since I walked this stretch. Of course, since we started the channel, I had a lot more opportunities, but every time I walk it, I still remember the first month or so before I learned how to ride a motorbike, just walking every day here. And it was hot. And just to let you guys know, university here, you have to wear a university uniform, which wasn't all that bad. It was just a white t-shirt with a tie, with a university clip on it, and some nice pants. But I remember it was a long sleeve, the formal one anyways. And even if it wasn't, it was quite hot when you try to roll up the sleeves. I guess at the time I wasn't used to the heat yet as well. And hey Peter, good to see you, Peter Bradfield. Sorry for a late hello, but just caught you coming in now. And hoped you liked the thumbnail as well. That was the song you recommended me. Safety dance. So I had you dancing with Sing, my lovely cat. And the one that I had, the thumbnail from Adano, I think it was a scene from a kung fu movie from Gordon Liu, who was fighting Silver Fox, which I took the role. Okay, welcome to Princess Songkla University. Hey, did I miss Yoshi? Welcome, Yoshi. Good to see ya. And City Emerald says congrats to Yoshi. Congratulations. If I guess right, that must be you have reached your hours, yeah? And Yoshi says on top, I'm now officially, let me get that message back. Just made it to YouTube partner just today. Congratulations, Yoshi. Yo. Let me get myself on screen. One moment. Hey, Yoshi, congrats, man. And I'm glad you got those hours, and I'm sure the growth will continue. So march your way towards 1,000, and I hope and I wish everybody, of course, as well together, help Yoshi get there sooner than later. And yeah, congrats, man. That's a really good thing to reach, a big milestone, especially as a YouTuber, and everybody starts somewhere, so I think that's where you got to start. So congrats to you, Yoshi, once again. Good job, bro. Props. And sorry if I was biting on my tongue a bit, just watching out for traffic, but we can go here to, instead of just a welcome from me, let's get one from the university. Well, a sign of one anyways. Welcome to PSU Phuket campus. And yes, there's other campus around the country, and you can search that up in other locations, but I know there's one down south in Hat Yai as well. Okay, I'm gonna head to the direction of the main building, the President's building. And like I said, we'll get some banner celebration going on first. And that's fantastic, Yoshi. Hey, you still have 5 months before 1 year. Perhaps maybe the growth can continue, and you still have a good chance to hit 1,000 in time. So everybody help Yoshi out and head over to Yoshi's channel, watch that good content, and of course join in the growth, all the exciting fun, and be those foundation subscribers for Yoshi's channel. And Yoshi, your link can be pulled anytime if you just type the exclamation mark and then the word Yoshi, all lowercase. But if anything, my nutbot should have pulled that link already not too long ago. So check out Yoshi, the GTA Explorer, and also his many videos and contents on the Toronto Transit Commission, which is TTC, or the subway, which I really enjoy. He has subway rides, bus rides. Often a lot of routes he took are my old routes that I used to take, like the 43 Kennedy bus. I used to go up and down that all the time, and it goes all the way to the places I need to go anyways. It's Kennedy and Shepherd, and then it goes all the way to Steeles, where Pacific Mall is, so on and so forth. And I often took the 57 Midland as well back in the days to the RT stations. So a lot of good memories. Thank you to Yoshi. So check out that good content on his channel. I'm just picking a spot to hold this banner. Just give me a moment and see how I can stay dry and do this. I'll find a way. Okay, yeah. This is the best way. Sorry about the horrible panning. Let me find a good angle, and then I'll pull that banner up in celebration. Okay, Just bear with me here and see if I can get everything sorted out. Just making sure the chat is working. And here's the chat. As Peter says, "Hi Alex, I just started watching. I'm glad you started early again. It had been a frustrating day with much of the day. There be some loud construction outside. I will need to be lurking for a while." No worries, Peter. It's just my big head and my usual annoying voice here. Hopefully it can overcome that construction noise that's been probably ringing in your head now. As I used to live right next to Gerard Street for a while, which is a major construction street to the TDC we were talking about earlier. And they often would have construction during the summer times, as Toronto generally does. So yeah, I definitely understand that could be annoying. So hope I can provide some rest and see if I missed anything else, and then I'll be pulling those banners. Okay, un momento, and a much needed banner in celebration and appreciation. And yes, I will think of something as well once I get home in terms of the thumbnails. And 1 second, but here's the banner for City Emerald. Once again, thank you so much for the holy guacamole and wawa wee wawa support. I'm just gonna walk us to a better angle so we get more of the view of what we're looking at, and then I'll get those fireworks up. Yeah, I think it's better if I get the banner up here. Let's see if it works out. Okay, that's alright, I think. Okay, thank you so much once again, City Emerald, and City Emerald is congratulating Yoshi right now as well, and of course congratulations to you, Yoshi, for meeting that milestone. But first, a big kokumana cup. Thank you, City Emerald, for your wawa wee wawa type of support. Amazing indeed. We need a few guys here. I think Homer's been slacking off, so let's get him back in business. There's Homer in action. And I'm going to put Spider-Man in as well. For those of you who didn't know, Spider-Man was quite influential when I went to university. Once again, thank you so much for the amazing support. And of course, like I mentioned, we did arrive here together in terms of as a community and of where we are today. So thank you and cheers to everybody. Once again, cheers to the wawa wee wawa type of support. Thank you so much. Much love from me and Sign as well. I did mention we did incur some mechanical expenses from the car, and now it looks like I can probably help her out a little more and upgrade those wheels. I think he'll provide a lot of safety for her. So cheers to you. Thank you so much sincerely. Hey, safety is always first, so I will definitely direct that towards the safety assigned, but also Of course, the quality overall of our streams and the channel will continue to upgrade and improve. And once again, Wawa, Iwawa. And much love to you, and also Oregon as well. And hitting our super chat goals, and that would be a victory indeed. And I'm gonna get a little bit more fireworks with these guys out of the way now. Thank you, Homer and Spider-Man. Cheers. Thank you very much, City Emerald. And from the spot where it all started for myself, Princess Songkla University, and this is the very steps and spot that I met my amazing professor, what we know and call as Ajahn here, and his nickname, Ajahn Nu, and Pompi-san Nu. If I said that wrong, my apologies. My Thai is absolutely horrible, but Ajahn Nu for short, and he's the one that started my journey and walked me into the university and greeted me with professionalism and enthusiasm. What a good man. So this is a very memorable spot for me. I often come here, and every time I come here I reflect quite a bit, whether I like it or not. And every time I still remember when I first stepped here. All sweaty and stuff because I didn't come in a motorbike, I walked here. And City Emerald says, can't stop smiling. Oh, no worries. Thank you for the permanent smile, Alex. Cheers to you, and thank you so much for the amazing support, and as well as enjoying the content and providing much needed sunlight on a gloomy day. Okay, let's keep walking now. Let's continue this walk. Cheers once again, City Emerald. This is the season where all the flowers are blooming right now. A lot of times throughout the year, you don't see the flowers out. It gets tree. So despite some rain, it's a good time to visit and get a good glimpse of the flowers before the seasons change. We're almost at the 1 hour mark, which is perfect. It's probably usually when I need a drink or something. So we'll go to the pond and then we'll make that loop around and check out everything around the university. And then we'll be getting a cup of coffee and chill some more together. As I know, for those of you locally in Thailand, Phuket, you're just waking up, yeah? So there's plenty more walking and relaxation to come. And my homies overseas in North America, I think it's evening now, but not the AMs yet where I usually take you guys through and to. It's currently 9:17 locally. Still very early for the island in terms of everyone being awake. And as we make our way to the pond, please do check out Johnny Stride's 4K video He made a pretty long one actually. A nice bicycle ride from Toronto to Mississauga. A great journey and adventure, as Johnny always provides. So please do check out Johnny Strides and join in all the fun and action in his adventure, e-bike adventure or bicycle adventure from Toronto to Mississauga. We'll still have some time before we arrive at the pond, which I really enjoy. I think it's a main feature. I didn't just meet Sign when I first arrived, so I spent many months sometimes missing home and being homesick. And of course, loneliness does get to you despite being your best friend at times. So you're like, what does that got to do with anything? Well, I often went to the pond to think things through and get some relief and clear my head a little bit. And I generally actually clear my head with the same advice and good reminder that Vivian gave me the other day, is that I should focus on now and the things that are here for me now, which is the present, because I often overthink things. So that's why the pond was, and I often mention, such a important location for me. I just needed some area where I guess I didn't have to stay too long because the mosquito will eventually get to me, but somewhere where I can sit and think of things a little bit. Sometimes you just need a moment alone, even in paradise. And here's that link to Johnny Strides, so feel free to join his amazing bike ride in the 4K video. And I did talk about CNE, which is the Canadian National Exhibition once again. And there's plenty of people covering it tomorrow, but I know one person will cover it for sure. And I think the start time is around 9 to 10, but don't quote me on it. So go over to Henry's channel, TTT, Toronto Tech and Transit, and check out his coverage alongside many friends in the walk tubing community. I'll be joining him and covering the opening of CNE, Canadian National Exhibition. So please do go over to Henry's channel and stay tuned for that amazing event to come. I'm sure many people will be covering it. It's quite a big event, but I think Johnny will be there as well. So hey, those two are the ones you want to watch, the channels I pulled. In terms of watch first, but I'm sure there's many action that's going to happen over the weekend, but those two I know for sure will be covering it. That's Johnny and including Henry. So one moment as I get Henry's link up. There you are. And there'll be nice coverage. Not the CNE, but if you want a sneak peek, Boom's already there in his 4K video. At Papa of Muzzy. Let me get to that pond that I was telling you guys about. City Emerald actually also has a channel, and I actually really enjoyed the live stream that he did last time around. Despite me complaining, it was a bit short. I was having a great time, and I think it should have went longer. So feel free to go there and catch that on the replay. It was great commentary. It was a very nice walk, very pleasant, enjoyable. And I'm not sure if you want to pull your link for your channel, but that's absolutely welcome, and let me know. But if you do have a new live stream or more content, I'm staying tuned now, and I'll be sure to watch it, as I had a great time watching the last live stream. Okay, and here's the pond I was talking about. Oh, no worries. If you don't mind, I could include you in the shout out as well. I'm just not sure if you're gonna have more content up or taking your time, but you know, I know how these things are. You do it when you feel like it, yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah, having said that, it was a good live stream. I had a good time. I remember someone in the chats also saying, "You're ending now?" No, go longer. So I felt the same sentiment. And welcome, John. Good to see you. We're at Princess Songkla University at the pond. I guess this is what I called it. And this was the place I was talking about earlier as we were venturing here, or making our way here. I was saying that this is where I come and clear my mind, and you guys can see why I often, back in the days, look at these trees, and I would often see the ones that's kind of the tallest and just kind of sticking out for no reason. And I would question myself, how did that one get there above everybody? And I guess it must have endured a little bit of struggle for it to be determined to be all the way up there, some of those trees. Who knows? It was always impressive to see for me. But who knows, it could be an illusion, just looking taller from this angle. But you guys can imagine I often come here and just go into thought and try to relax my mind a little bit. And it often worked when I missed home. I said loneliness was my best friend for sometimes. But this is where I come and reflect and remind myself that my friends are with me on my journeys, as you guys are today. I would then take a picture and remember the mood and share it with them, as I'm sharing with you guys now. Hey, good to see you, Trojan. I was just telling John we're in Princess Songkla University, where it all started for me, where I came to Thailand to attend university here, and eventually had a chance to meet my wife at the university, and then spent the next 11 years here. A place I call home. But I still come back here to ponder and think over the years, and here I am with you guys. And look at this one. Okay, let's continue the journey. Aside from having a great team of professors and amazing material for their tourism and hospitality program, I learned a lot about Thai culture here as well, which was very valuable to me. I learned the differences compared to where I'm from, of course, and slowly lived and breathed the way of life here. Some things I can't say I absolutely understand, But it's the way of life here, and I absolutely respect those things. And I guess that's why I'm living abroad, to also know that I'm away from Canada and I'm living in Thailand. So things are different where I am, and that's okay. You know, as simple as what I just said, a lot of people have a lot of struggle with that. Change and things being different. And that's why I made my journey here, I guess, to look for that. Hey, I did say be careful of those black spots, and here I am walking on it. And as I was walking on it, I was thinking, if you ever come to the tropical islands and the floor looks like that, there's molding on it and it's mighty slippery. So I just took a little slip. Let's get off of that. John, I think this one is gonna rain for a while. It's usually passing rain, but the weather report suggests that there's a storm around the island. So this might be part of that storm that'll be roaming and covering the island overall. But a lot of times you're right, there are a lot of times it's just passing rain. But an indication of that would be you can still see some sun if it's just passing rain, especially usually anyways on Phuket Island, by my experience. And this is the PSU Lodge, and you can book a stay here just like any regular hotel. And this is right at the university where the students get to practice a little bit, of course, at their trade before heading off to bigger chain companies that the university has on their internship program. And obviously I met my wife here, so this is also where Sign went to university. And speaking of Sign, and thanks Madano earlier for pulling her site and link, but this would be the field where I met her. There was an event here and she was doing cleanup. I was on my way home on my motorbike and I saw a sign amongst a few of her peers just in the middle of the field cleaning with many other people kind of towards the side and protecting themselves from the rain, and Sign didn't care. So I stopped my motorbike to offer her some help, and that's where it all got started. And when I was here, they were not #1 yet, but I knew they would make it. I had a great time here in terms of quality of education and experience. And you can see now they're in fact #1 in Thailand, Princess Songkla, in the hospitality and tourism. And here's the sign, Faculty of Hospitality and Tourism. Actually, I haven't watched Signs walk here yet. It'll be interesting for me to see that. We're good on time. Let's come in here and check out the premises. Now, the sweet factory wasn't here yet when me and Sign attended. But this building definitely was. And they also have master's degree program for those of you interested to advance your education some more. John says, are you saying I'm Canadian? No, I'm not saying I am Canadian. and Torontonian to be exact. And here's PSU Airlines, where you get to become a flight attendant on the ground and on the grounds of the university. And the professor that taught this course for me, Colin Law, Ajahn, was the great gentleman that I think spearheaded this project. So here's Faculty of International Studies, where I don't know much about. The name of the university is called Prince of Songkla. So it's named after the Prince of Songkla, actually. There's actually that person, and that would be the statue we saw in the front. We'll be walking by in a bit, and I'll show you once again, as I need to give some respect as well, and a nice Y. I already gave one on the way in, so we'll be heading out now this time around. And this is the study area that I used to chill and relax at. And they have upgraded that with some nice power outlets. Just don't use it while it's raining, I think. Whoa, slippery. Sorry, I'm just focusing on walking. Let me... let me see if I missed any chats, and sorry if I did. Like I said, I don't have my monitoring phone. Yeah, I missed the early message from John as well. Hey, Alex, I'm lurking and later we'll do something, but I'm here now. But now I'm here. That's awesome. And thanks for joining us. I think, John, you're from the Niagara region, Niagara, Ontario. Good to have you. We have a few good friends from there, including Christine from We Go to Tours, and also, and let me pull Christine's channel. I believe I have that set up, and she has amazing streams over at Niagara Falls, and very enjoyable community there, good people, and she's a great host, amazing channel. So see if my nutbot will do its thing, because I was having some issues with it, but hopefully it works out. Yes, Prince of Songkla University, City Emerald. And there's Christine's channel. And that's We Go Places Tours. Sorry about that. I might have gotten the name mixed up a little bit. But once again, that's the name, We Go Places Tours. And that's Christine's channel. So check out her amazing live streams and videos from the Niagara Falls region in Ontario. And I was mentioning we'll walk up here and give a nice Y and farewell before we head off. But this would be the Prince of Songkla himself, who also welcomed me alongside the professor. We gave a respectful Y, which is a gesture of hello. And yes, City Emerald knows Christine's channel, as he says, love we go. Yeah, she's awesome. And a very positive, vibrant channel in terms of the content. It's always a joy to join her on her very relaxing and wonderful walks. And this is the Prince of Songkla. One moment, I'm gonna give some respect first. So a little bit of the backstory in terms of this location and myself and how it's connected and why I'm at these locations for some of my new viewers, and for those of you who's OG, my bad. But I didn't manage to tell that story again. It's a simple story. That's how I like it, I guess, and that's how it happened. So as things unfolded, here I am today, thanks to Prince of Songkla University. So thank you to Prince of Songkla once again. And I think we'll be making our way to find a drink. I know it's still quite early over there, and I hope some of you are still with me. Let me check the time. It's 9:39. I think sometimes I start my streams during this time, so I think we're still good, yeah? Maybe just some refreshment for myself. And then I'll take everyone for some more walking. I did intend to come out and get my steps in, and that's what you guys do for me as well in terms of health. I've been managing to get some good steps in most of my days anyways, and maintain a healthy habit in terms of fitness, and it's really helped out. I think my cardio is slightly better compared to before. You know what, let me step to the side. I don't want to slip again. And you know what, we usually go to Amazon, but let's see if this place is open. Sponge Cafe. If they are, I don't mind getting a drink, but they're mighty dark to be open. Are they just opening now? Maybe not. Just someone there. And City Emerald says, thanks, I never knew about PSU and Toronto roots. Yeah, no worries. And like I said, a good buddy of mine, Reddy Eddie, also went to high school with me in Toronto. And we pulled his link earlier to his fresh out of the oven live stream as well. Night walk around Toronto, and I'm gonna walk and get some coffee with my absolutely wet feet, and stupid me to wear socks today as well. But whatever, right? I'm that oddball that wears socks here. I'm used to it from back home. A lot of people don't. Tropical weathers are a little bit different, especially when it rains, but yeah, I have wet socks now. And Amazon Cafe. And let's get a cup of coffee, yeah, ladies and gents. I hope they're open. They should be anyways. Sorry,ครับ Americano ครับ ครับ นิดหน่อย Okay, one moment everybody. Let me pay for this first. Sounds good. And always a good cup of and quality coffee here. ขอบคุณมากนะครับ Kakuma nakap. Thank you. And welcome to Chris, as he says, love your stream. New subscriber here from Brantford, Ontario. Welcome. And good to have you here, fellow Ontarian. Hope you're enjoying that warmer weather, as I guess when the CNE opens, it's also the marking of end of summer. So hope you enjoy your summer and the remaining of that warm weather before winter hits again, yeah? And here's the Americano that we need. Speaking of warm weather, much needed ice drink. But all in all, welcome to some coffee drinking, Chris, and we're gonna find ourselves a nice spot at the Amazon Cafe. I think we'll stay indoors today. We often venture out there and we can take a glimpse. I think today we can enjoy some of the indoor vibes while I dry up. Let's see. Let's pick a good spot. I think it's nice here. Okay, one moment. Please sit back and relax. I know we don't have the best view for the moment. Let me find you guys a better one while I set up here. Aha. I think this view shows why, or more of why I like this cafe. And once again, thank you. Welcome, new subscriber Chris. Hope you can continue the content and enjoy the rest of your night over there overseas. All right. Okay. And it looks like we're VIPs now, and that's the great thing about getting coffee early in Phuket Island. You'll think it'll be packed, but not during these months. Okay, let me get my big head on screen now. Hey everybody. Let me get this straw in there. It's always satisfying, like I said. All right. Thank you, Chris, and cheers to you. And hey, cheers to Brad Palmer, Superstar Brad, joining Superstar. Cheers to Brad. And I was gonna say cheers to also the City Emerald and everyone else, but let me put this down first before I drink it. Member for 1 month, Kakuma nakap, Brad Palmer, and Brad also has an amazing channel, so go over to Brad's channel and check out his amazing content up at Northern Ontario over there. So for my new subscriber that just came in, you can check out some of the amazing things Brad does, including some ATV riding, fishing, morning streams by the beach, and even beach hopping if you want to see a few ones. So Brad's got it all, and also drones, not to mention beautiful sunrise drone shots and sunsets as well. So go over to Brad's channel and check out that lovely content. But all in all, Kakuma nakap. Thank you, Brad, for being a member for 1 month. And as your name suggests, matches the tier as well, Superstar. So cheers to Brad. And hope you're enjoying the stream. And of course, cheers to the amazing support and hitting the super chat goals today. You can see I'm already biting on my tongue, so I think it's the coffee's fault, you know. I think they call it withdrawal, but all in all, let's get us a sip and see how this coffee is like. But like I said earlier, it's thanks to everybody in the community that's gotten us this far, and of course all my mods for upkeeping what we do here. So cheers to everybody. Thank you. Wow, quality assured. That's why I come to Amazon. Brad, cheers, bro. Thank you so much for the $5 super sticker, and here's to you. And hope you're enjoying the live stream, like I said. But for those of you who's a little bored of me now, check Brad's channel, please. He's got great content, like I said, and we call it Superstar Brad. Call him Superstar Brad for a good reason. He does it all, and a good mix of great content and a great sense of humor. I really like sometimes some of the sarcasm Brad has. Definitely Brad brings a smile to my channel, and as well as myself throughout the community. So thank you for being here, Brad. Cheers to you. And thank you for the super sticker, of course. And sorry if I've been on my tongue a few more times. As you guys know how coffee works, you drink one sip and you're longing for some more. So let me keep on drinking, and we'll do more talking in a bit. But thank you everybody for just being here today and being part of the channel. And also thank you, Brad, once again. And like I said, during this more relaxing time, if you want more action, go over to Brad's channel and check it out. Cheers. And Brad's channel is just like his handle name, Brad Palmer. In one moment, let me catch up on the chats as well. I didn't get a chance to do that actually the whole time. But there's plenty of walking left, so we'll be marching forward together. Whether it rains or not, I don't think it matters. This coffee will carry us through. And I think Brad's in lurking mode, so cheers to ya. Thanks for enjoying the content overall. And Brad always comes in to say a hello, and despite him being very busy, so I always welcome that and always thank him for doing so. So cheers to you, Brad, for always supporting me and Sign and on our walks, and wonderful support today as well. Thank you. And that's much motivation for me to get something together for the August video. I think I will pick a rain walk. Let's see what I can do anyways. But that better reflects the weather, and of course the weather to come. So I might be an interesting members video if I can do a nice walk in the rain. But let's see how it goes, and I'll keep you guys posted on the members video. Yeah, you can compare that. The core is a bit different, and of course they're direct competitors to Starbucks, but it's kind of a local brand, and you'll get different types of drinks here. You see, for me, Starbucks probably have a variety of selection in terms of other drinks, in terms of their, I don't know, mochas, frappes, whatever you're into, refreshers and all that. But for me, I'm just more of an Americano drinker. I'm quite original, and I stick to Americano, either just no sugar or just a little bit. And Amazon has always done the trick for me, and here's the reason why. I mentioned it a few times to my OG viewers. Amazon has two types of black coffee. One is the black iced coffee, which has a little bit more kick to it, and the other one is the Americano, which I'm drinking right now, and it's more of a lighter roast, very smooth, and absolutely no sourness, which I love and adore in an Americano. And I'm not saying Starbucks don't have that. I'm just saying, for me, in terms of enjoying Americano, yeah, this is the go-to place for me. I have the double selection, and the value and the pricing here and quality matches what I like. So I would say it's a local similarity to Starbucks, but not exactly Starbucks. You still need to go to Starbucks for that Starbucks experience, as we often do with Canadian Vasily when he's around. And here's Brad Palmer, and here's Brad's channel right there. So check out all his amazing content in Northern Ontario, including my new subscribers. Check out Brad's channel. You're from Ontario as well, so give him some love and enjoy those amazing content there. Cheers. Yeah. So uh, there's a difference too, actually. The black iced coffee here, like I said, the taste has a difference as well. It's to me it's a darker roast, and it's also not sour, but not as smooth as the Americano. But it's a great selection to have. Like on some days, you're just extra tired, you know what I mean, and you don't care if it's smooth or not. You just need the coffee effect, and you can just switch to black coffee. But that's just myself. If you're into more flavoring and assorted drinks, maybe Starbucks is also a good selection. But for me, you guys know I often come to Amazon, and also the vibes here. Well, let's check out the cafe. You know what? Let me relocate to the corner there so I don't bother anybody. Okay. One moment. Just let me come over here and settle down so I don't interrupt anybody. Alright. And here's some of the other drinks if you're interested. And also, you know, I am in the tropical island, so the decor here is quite matching to the vibes, I would say. Now it's forecasted at 26 degrees, but I'm freezing thanks to the rain and the air conditioning here. So if you're afraid of the heat, there's plenty of places to chill out, including Amazon Cafe. And I'm halfway through, and I'm gonna take it slow actually from this point on and enjoy that cup of coffee. It's really nice. I guess the more I talked about it, the better it got. Let me get myself back on screen. But here's the atmosphere and the vibes we're enjoying here on Phuket Island, next to the Princess Songkla University, where I also attended university. And what they call university students here is Naksuksa, and I was definitely in Naksuksa at Princess Songkla. If I said that wrong, my apologies. Okay, let me get my big head back in the screen. And that's because I need to check the chats, and sorry about the horrible positioning, because that's giving us plenty of black light or backlight. There we go. We're talking so much about Americano and black coffee that I actually want another cup. But anyways, cheers, and plenty of beautiful decor here at Amazon Cafe, and I guess right and Marie also. And I did mention we gotta continue to walk, and one more zip. Cheers to Brad one more time, and all those that's joining us and with us right now. As promised, I'll take us back out there and get us walking again. And the rain is still pouring, which matches the theme for a rain walk, I think. So let me get rid of this first. And thank you so much for the amazing coffee, guys. Cafe Amazon. Taste of nature. Well, definitely taste of nature to the eyes. And one more glimpse before we head on out. And once again, a big thank you to Cafe Amazon for being so patient and always streamer friendly. Just trying to close the door there. And let me see. Peter says, excuse me everyone if I don't personally respond to everyone tonight, but I'm contemplating going tomorrow AM to get lab including blood that 3 of my doctors want ahead of my surgery on the 26th. Well, of course, a good luck to you ahead of your surgery first on the 26th. And of course, good health to you as well, Peter. And as you're thinking about if you should get that done or contemplating, I hope a little bit of relaxation throughout the walk can make you or help you make a decision. But I think more importantly so, best of luck to your surgery coming up. We did mention it before, but we can never get enough well wishes, so I hope everyone can join in with me and just give Peter some well wishes, whether you're lurking and just in your mind is fine. But I think everybody thinking about the same thing definitely sends positive energy and helps the cause. So Peter, don't think about it too long. If you do get tired, do get that rest. And I'm gonna do a little bit of loop around this way now. And to the back streets actually around the university. So you guys get to see, aside from the university itself, some of the surrounding areas in terms of residential. I know we saw a lot of condos on the way in. Well, that's all catered to the students, and mostly international students that don't want to stay on school premises. But there are some other local residents and residential houses in the back here. And this would be the less road travel. And you guys can see a lot of these shops are very localized. And these would be the Papa Mama local shops that I always support actually in terms of eating dinner. But in my coffees, I do mix it up. Trojan says a 7-Eleven in Phuket Island with a question mark. I know, can it be? I love the sarcasm because I think not even just on my YouTube channel, I think many channels has one way or another claim that, hey, this is the land of 7-Elevens. I've heard that elsewhere. But I assure you it's Thailand, but they do have plenty of 7-Eleven. But there's one inside the university now, and back then the outside one used to be the only available 7-Eleven, which is not too far away. But right now, if you live on campus, there's a 7-Eleven right there on school grounds. And I guess a cool thing about the 7-Eleven around the university is they're banned from selling alcohol. So at the 7-Eleven inside the university and the back, there's non-alcoholic 7-Elevens. And that's the rule around schools and universities. And cheers to City Admiral, as he says, we'll be thinking good thoughts about you on the 26th, Peter. And definitely, like I said, you know, in terms of surgery and us not being there physically, we do all we can to give you well wishes and positive vibes. And I think at least I can provide some annoying talking to help you get a good night's rest, Peter. And I'm glad these earlier starts are good for you. So I will probably try to start a bit earlier so you can enjoy the stream a little more before you doze off. And I often say, being a person that's losing sleep and saying hi to everybody at 3 a.m., I definitely understand the need and the importance of sleeping well. I'm trying to fix my schedule as well. I often wake up in the middle of the night around 2-3 a.m. and can't fall back asleep. And I know I hold a lot of streamers in terms of channels from North America and Canada and Toronto in particular, but I have another good friend of the channel that I also watch myself, and that's Roy Explores. And I think he might be having a live stream now, as we often stream on similar times. So that would explain why sometimes I don't always get to catch Roy's streams. But some of my viewers also is part of Roy's community. So check out Roy Explores. Like I mentioned, he might be live streaming right now. If not right now, then he must have been live streaming just a while back. So fresh out of the oven live streams from Roy Explores. And as my Nutbot pulled this link, he does amazing epic walks all over the San Francisco area. Where West Coast Walker was before, but now Robert has relocated to Vancouver. And of course Robert knows Roy as well. And Brad says, I'm watching Roy right now. Yeah, thanks Brad. And feel free to do so. We often actually dual watch, and at the same time I do anyways. Sometimes there are some quiet or more interesting on one stream, or some of the chats you want to join in on the other. So I myself sometimes watch a few streams at the same time. As Brad suggests, he's enjoying Roy's right now. And Trojan says, Roy converted a cool band a couple days ago. And Brad says, I'm watching 5 streams at one time. Man, Brad, I'm missing out, aren't I? One moment, guys, as we look at this temple actually, and we're on this hill. I did say it's a less traveled path, and you can see I wasn't joking. I don't have my other line. I might have forgotten it, but good that I have this one. So before I ramble on, you guys sit back and relax, and perhaps even check out Roy's channel that I just pulled up, as he's doing a live stream now, confirmed by Brad. And I don't think I'm that moody, so, or picky, you know, or spoiled. So feel free to watch a few channels alongside mine. And if you're watching great channels like Brad and mine and Roy and Henry and Johnny, Tara, all the good streamers, Canadian Vasily, Liam from, one second, just looking at the setup here. Liam from Epic Nation HD, as I was saying. Okay, we're good. Sorry, I thought I got cut off there. So if you're watching all those channels alongside mine, it would just make me feel quite proud that you included me in those lineups. So feel free to watch a few streams at the same time. And if you can, include myself as well. Phuket Walk in there. Ah, there you go. I thought that was a bit strange, Trojan. As Trojan says, not converted. Roy covered a cool band a couple days ago. And yes, I remember seeing that as well. So, some live band action from Northern Ontario and as well as San Francisco. And here's that temple I mentioned, just tucked in the side here of this hill. And sorry if I'm a little bit disoriented, I'm just trying to figure things out at the same time. And hopefully my nut pot has been really good to me today. And let's hope it keeps it up. Come on, one more. It's worked all day. There it is. And I was talking about Roy's friend, Robert, and I had a chance to watch Robert as well on his walk. And thanks to Robert actually today, and that's why I mentioned it. He definitely saved my butt. But before we talk about Robert a little more, I think Vivian's a bit tired, as Vivian says. Have a great rest of the walk, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everyone. And Vivian was saying, I'm going to shut down for the night. It may be a busy day tomorrow for me. Everyone has made me a mod, so I have to do the best I can. Hey Vivian, kokumanakap, and thank you for being with us despite your busy schedule. And of course, you're a mod here as well, so what if I stream tomorrow? Would that make you super duper busy? But if anything, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the earlier stream. We'll be making our, I guess, victory lap and loop around back to Kathu starting now, so feel free to enjoy that on the replay. But you have a great night, Vivian, and a perfect, happy, busy day tomorrow. Kokumat nakap, and have a good one. I guess even despite being busy, we can have a perfectly happy day. That's what I meant. As often sometimes in life, being busy is good, yeah? I remember when I lost sleep or had too much time when I was 19 years old and living alone. I often kept myself busy, grabbing a few jobs to keep my mind off of things. And Vivian says, see you at breakfast. So good morning to you, Vivian, on the replay. I guess I gave you a starting mark of where we left off. I'm just going to be careful here. My shoes aren't the best, and if I slip here, well, I'll take a tumble. I think I'll get back up, but let's not. And I hope you guys had a chance, as I'm just taking my time walking down this hill. Check out West Coast Walker. I was just telling you, Robert saved my butt today. I had a chance to join his chat and, of course, have a good time with everyone in the community and his community as well. And there's good people there. And a lot of my viewers there also watch Robert. So check out West Coast Walker, and he's still in the West Coast. In Vancouver, BC. That's West. So go check out some of the new content and amazing content, and also fresh out of the oven live stream that Robert just did. Checking out Vancouver. Okay, I just want to make sure that this phone is indeed charging, and this line is not doing its best in terms of keeping up. I'm gonna dim the screen a bit, so if I missed you in the chats, my apologies ahead of time. I just want to make sure that we can make it all the way back and not forced to end it too early. And thank you for the wonderful support, everybody. I'm so glad that I actually planned a long walk right from the start, so well anticipated, and I'm able to provide us a longer walk today for the amazing support I've received. A little bit longer entertainment, but like what Vivian did, if it's too much for you, you can save some of this for tomorrow. I mean, even dessert you can have a bit too much, and I certainly think I might be too much and overwhelming at times. But if you're still okay and you don't find me too annoying, feel free to stay here with me and help me out a little bit and accompany me on this victory lap we're taking now towards Kathu and in the direction of Kathu Temple. And as Jazz and City and everyone says goodnight to Vivian, and hope you're having a great one, Jazz. I hope you liked the thumbnail I made for you. I'm doing a little more. Whoa, there goes that umbrella. But that's designed for that. Very windy, you guys can see. But I was saying, yeah, I hope you like the thumbnail. As I'm trying to do a little better on them compared to what I was doing before. But it's still in its working stages. And just one word of reminder, the thumbnails and also the banner shout outs and celebrations, they're for fun and interaction, of course. And I know maybe some of you might not be into that if you feel any pressure or any other sorts. So just let me know. I want it all to be positive for everybody. And if you want to remain anonymous on those donations, I can simply give you a shout out and no banner and or no thumbnail. So just let me know. Those things are not mandatory or forced upon anybody. Like I said, it's just something that this channel likes to do and we like to do here. And once again, if you want to stay anonymous, just let me know on the chats and I'll be sure to note it and do so. And carry that out. And we're next to the temple walls here. Let me make a crossing to get us more an interesting view of what this part of town looks like and how life is here. As you guys know, Kathu is a very localized part of town. We do have some tourists and expats here, but it's not centralized area for those things. There's some apartments for rent in terms of for tourism, but not many hotels around here. Not any major ones anyways. And just let me make my way across the street. And my chat on the screen is a bit slow compared to the phone monitoring, so sorry ahead of time if my response is a bit delayed. Okay, I think we're all up to date with the chat. I just wanted to make sure. And we're in Kathu. There's a temple. And it's raining. And that's everything I included on the title, so all is in order. Let's keep going. And this is indeed a rainy walk during the rainy season. And however ironic, or maybe I'm pushing my luck at saying this, we have many rainy walks on the title and it ended up to be just cloudy days. So today, a lot of water to spare. And it looks like it's going to rain for a while. As John asked earlier, how long will the rain remain? I think this one will. Whether it be light or heavy, it'll hang around maybe until the evenings here. And Brad says, great streaming tonight. Alex, I'm off to bed now. Take care, everyone. I'm in the middle of the road, aren't I? Thank you so much, Brad. Kakumana Cup once again. Thank you for the super chat and also, of course, joining us all the time. Hey, I appreciate it as you just come in sometimes to say hello and, man, taking your time to join us and, just watch the stream during the late night hours. So once again, you have a great one, Brad, tomorrow as well, and a great night as well. Kakumana Cup, Brad, and we'll see you soon, yeah? Cheers. And thank you. I didn't make any sense. I was just trying to get off the road. But thank you so much, Brad Palmer, once again. And do check out Brad's amazing content, as he has a lot more variety of contents than I do. So definitely worthy of a look. And of course, do subscribe and press that like and enjoy that content over at Brad Palmer's channel. And you have a good one, Brad. And I'm just trying to make our way here, and hey, thanks to this nice place, we have some flowers to enjoy. And Brad says, happy Friday, Alex. Hey, and a happy weekend to you as well, Brad. But before that, you have a great night. And we're gonna continue marching forward. I would somewhat call this our victory lap now. But we still have some ways to go. And for those of you, for whatever reason, just joining us, what are you guys doing here? Well, this is what we do. I take us around Phuket Island, and of course later on, as the channel grows a little bit, all over Thailand, and perhaps some international travels. But for the time being, I take everybody around the island for these fun and relaxing walks, whether in the rain or the sun. And we go everywhere around Phuket. You can find some of those evidence in my 4K or live streams. And we explore beaches, touristy places, or like just something personal to me, like today's walk, something like hidden gems, including this restaurant here, where that's great food, and me and San used to come here to order it to go. So all in all, if that's what you're into, do feel free to subscribe and join us on these walks, and I'll be sure to continue these journeys and continue to improve the quality of the channel overall. But a big thank you to those of you who's already subscribed and supported the channel. We are growing together, and we're going to continue this. I did mention many times I'm in it for the long run or the long haul, and we have barely gotten so a lot of great walks and adventures to come, and much more improvements to come on the channel. And let's check out the path we already traveled in the direction of Princess Songkla. And there's another 7-Eleven, no way. Very windy right now. Hopefully the mic 2 is doing its job. But do let me know if the wind gets horrible, and I see if I can make some adjustments. And this is authentic island living. But Phuket does offer a lot of variety of locations featuring different vibes and feels. Like Martian Mandingo, who's made his at least current location and stay with his family over at Rawai, which is quite nice. Right by the beach. And if you enjoy seafood, then Rawai is the place to have some seafood. Right next to the sand and the ocean. And if you want some inner local island vibes with less touristy type of surrounding, then Kathu would be the place for you, aside from Songkla. As I don't think I saw one tourist yet, aside from maybe me looking quite from outer space. But that could be due to me holding a selfie stick and streaming. As you guys know, I've been in this area for a long time and it's quite localized. But even in Kathu, you can find yourself a tuk-tuk. And that's the tuk-tuk I guess I was referring to in the thumbnail I made for Vivian and her teddy bear. I figure on the thumbnail, Vivian and the teddy bear can travel to Phuket right away on one of those, so I hope she liked that one. Whoa, very close bus. It did do its best to avoid me, I guess. If you don't mind the rain, it's actually a very pleasant walk. You guys know most of the walks I make are always in the sun. And after having a heat stroke just not too long ago last month, I think walking in the rain is very pleasant and enjoyable. I'm gonna make my way across the street now. And I hope you guys are enjoying the natural ambience a bit, as I am. And yes, that's noisy, traffic noise sometimes, but it is what it is here, and I like that. Last time I remember one of my viewers said, I actually enjoy ambulance passing by. I like that loud noise. And it's part of the island. And that's what we do here. We try to keep it authentic. And aside from me talking over the copyrights. Beautiful flowers. We were across the street earlier, but we can check it out now. All right, everyone. It's currently 11:41 locally, and that's it's 10:41 locally, and that's 10:41 a.m. on a beautiful Friday morning now. We have roamed around Kathu. Checked out the flea market. That was quite busy in the early hours. And made our way around Kathu to Princess Songkla University. And we're taking a little bit of the victory lap now. And this time around, I like to find a nice backdrop before I wrap things up. But I set out to have a rainy walk, and I think we definitely had some rain today. It's still raining now. And I hope, despite the gloomy cloudiness, the rain has brought everybody some prosperity, some wealth. And wealth, I mean in terms of good health and happiness. And hope you guys enjoy the walk. Overall, I had a great time. Thank you for being an amazing company. And today, of course, uplifting me as I took a day off because we had some issues. Well, we finally realized the car needed some repairs, so I wouldn't say it's a surprise, but took some time off yesterday to attend to that. So thank you so much for all the wonderful support. That's helped me caught up quite a bit in terms of goals, and tonight I definitely can go home happy and proud with some food and drinks. To put some dinner on the table. And as I say that, I have a beautiful big smile on my face, because I definitely enjoy doing that. So let's see what Sign likes to eat, and perhaps some extra desserts. But a big shout out first. I guess we're not gonna grab any tea or smoothie at this place. I thought we would, but we already had a nice cup of coffee, so I guess I'll save them for next time. But cheers to her once again for saying hello earlier. But a big thank you if I didn't press anything crazy on the screen. So a big cheers to my supporters today, starting out with, of course, City Emerald. Thank you so much. You know, I'm so glad you enjoy the content. Like I said, I was already giving you a really big, sincere thank you just for that comment. And I'm glad that I can provide something positive for you today. You know, sometimes even I'm in a bad mood perhaps, but even during those times, I hope a little bit of entertainment for you or everybody else would make me quite happy. So I'm glad I'm able to provide some goodness, and hopefully I can add more to that going forward on our streams. So definitely appreciate the amazing support, and let's see what I can do with that thumbnail. Yeah, I actually am looking forward to that. As you guys know, I enjoy doing it. That's why I have them up. And also thank you so much to Brad Palmer, of course, being a superstar member, and I think that's very matching to your name, as we mentioned why a few times. So thank you for being a member, and as well as your $5 super sticker. Definitely appreciate it. As I mentioned, it'll help add some dinner and extra desserts for Sign tonight. So I appreciate you a lot, Brad, and of course City Emerald. And hey, First Class, just joining us. No worries, it's my apologies, and sorry about that. We're actually signing off now, so hope you can enjoy this on the replay. We had a nice rainy walk as promised. It's been raining throughout the whole walk. But hey, all in all, replay or live stream, good to have you here. Join us, First Class. And this might be a little bit towards the end, if anything. And like I mentioned, hope the replay can provide some entertainment for you and everybody else watching on the replay. Let me get out of the way. Alright, I'm gonna sign us off here now. And I had a wonderful time, guys. Alright, everybody, thank you so much for this wonderful walk. In terms of accompanying me, I don't think I did much. I just went to the rain and had a fun time and got my steps in, of course. So cheers to all of you for making it wonderful, as I often say, because I can't do this alone. I wouldn't even be out here alone. So thank you for the encouragement. I definitely had a great time, and thank you for all the wonderful support. As I mentioned, I'm gonna head over there, hop on my bike. I'm not gonna mind the rain because I'll be happily riding to get my wife some food for tonight. But all in all, my umbrella is gonna falter to the rain, I think. So thank you so much, everybody. Until next time, I'm your Phuket walker, Alex. Sawadee ka, sawadee ja, and I shall catch you later. And as this cat waves us a wonderful farewell, at least for now. You guys are like, what cat? It was just your face. Here we are. As the cat of Kin Cafe waves a farewell for us. Please do stay a little bit longer for the outro music. It gives a very important shout out and appreciation to all my members, including Superstar Brad. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming along with me today. Hope you enjoyed the outro, and I will see everybody soon enough. Before next time, until we meet again, please do take care, and we're off.